Today's conversation is sponsored by First Generation Capital Partners. If you're an accredited investor and you want to know about how we're helping other accredited investors keep more of their income, go to firstgencp.com/going long.
You're listening to the Going Long podcast with Billy Keels, the #1 podcast for long-distance real asset investing.
Welcome to the Going Long podcast. We're back once again to continue to help to educate you so you feel much more comfortable as well as confident investing beyond your backyard. And yes, I'm your host, Billy Keels. And yes, you've noticed my voice is a little bit, it's kind of gone, sort of. But I want to make sure that I'm here because I want to keep talking to you. I want to keep sharing, and I want to continue to thank you, each and every one of you who are here watching, listening week after week. You're continuing to share on social media, sharing across LinkedIn, across Instagram. You're tagging us. We really appreciate that. And also you're leaving your honest written reviews as well as ratings. And that helps us to continue to grow the Going Long family. And it's something I want to say thank you for. And if you haven't left that honest review, make sure you do that. And we've got even a little simple video that you can watch and that will help you there. Also too, if you want to see any of the previous podcasts, go to firstgencp.com/podcasts. You can check out the transcripts, the audios, the videos, every single thing is there. So all you need to do is check that out. So today is another short solo episode because you like these short solo episodes based on the downloads because there's like a lot of them. So we're going to kind of continue to do things shorter and to the point and all that kind of good jazz. But, one of the things that comes up frequently that I hear from either people that are experienced investors or people that are just looking to get started. Like I have these strategy calls and people will quite frequently come up and, hey, listen, this seems so impossible. Well, yeah, because you're a high paid physician or you are a 6-7 figure business owner and you're putting your time and your energy in certain things. And I just want to maybe put some perspective on things. Usually when you feel that things are hard, it's not that they're hard or difficult to do. They're just unfamiliar to you. And so if you can take just a couple of seconds, right? And I'm even going to share a story of something that happened to me that has absolutely nothing to do with investing, but we'll start with investing. Because the thing is, whenever you have never done something before, i.e. invest in a syndication or purchase your very first real asset, well, of course, it feels daunting. It feels like it's going to be really, really impossible to do because you've never done it before. One of the reasons that you're here listening and watching is because you're looking for clear steps, or you're talking to your friends, or you're sharing the episodes with your family members, or you're going to the website and you're checking out the blog at firstgencp.com/blog, and you're reading and you're getting the education base. And at a certain point, you have to also take action. And so all of these feelings of it's going to be too hard or it seems impossible. Remember, one of the things we've talked about is when you're making, and we're going to start with investing. So you're thinking about making your very first investment. You want to, you're somebody who's getting crushed by taxes and you're like, hey, listen, this sounds like there's something that can be helpful, or you just want to start creating passive income and you want to buy your very first property. Well, remember, there is a clear 4-step process. Number 1, what is it that you're actually looking to achieve as an outcome? Once you're clear on that, that could be cash flow, that could be more time, that could be to fly first class once a year and you need to have certain amount of money to do that. Whatever that personal objective is, get that clear. Afterwards, then go to the locations that are going to give you the possibility to get that goal. And then most importantly, critically build the team or connect with the team. And then that specific opportunity should help to align to get you to the goal, right? So those are the simple steps that we've talked about before. And I know I've mentioned it in other either solo episodes or on the website, et cetera, et cetera. But all of that stuff, if you've never done it before, of course it's going to feel unfamiliar, but you just take it one step at a time. It's either you or someone that you trust, that you've vetted, that you've done your due diligence on, that is going to help you get to that objective. It's not hard, it's unfamiliar. But you just have to take step by step. Look, let's go outside of even investing just to make this even simpler. So for many, many years, I have, there's certain things that I've chosen not to do because it just didn't make a lot of sense for me to do them. But I'm going to give you, it's like a super simple example. The other day I wanted to register for a website and it was like, oh my gosh, this is the most impossible thing. I can't believe it, blah, blah, blah. And so I simply went and did a Google search, how to register for whatever, right? I went to the website. Guess what? There was a really simple video and it broke it down in like 4 or 5 steps. I carved out half an hour of my time to actually go through, look up the information, Once I found the information, this is important, this is key, apply the information. So I actually went through steps 1 through 4. I got the information that I needed, and I was actually able to register for the website. Guess what? I blocked out 30 minutes of time because I dedicated and made that a priority. It took me 6 minutes. It was something that I believed was so super impossible, so difficult to do. And I'd imagined all this stuff in my mind. Why? Because it was unfamiliar. But once I blocked out the time, had a clear goal, which was to be registered for this specific website, and was able to get the information. But I took the information, which was I got from Google and a YouTube video, then I applied it. It didn't take me 30 minutes. It took me 6. Right. And so the reason I'm sharing this with you is because I know as a recovering perfectionist, sometimes we can get in our own minds, and you can get in your own mind and think this is going to be so impossible. There's no way I can do this. Block the time. After you have the objective, block the time, do the work. It's either yourself or someone that you have done your due diligence on. So it's not a matter of being hard. It's just unfamiliar. Get through it the first time, and then eventually that's going to be a skill set. And I know we talked about that before, and that skill set is going to be one of the things that sets you apart. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling like this is a bit too much, clear on the objective, block the time, get the information, and then take action. So that was super simple. You can apply that to your investing. You can apply that to real life. Like I'm just giving you a real life example. But most importantly, don't get stuck when you feel unfamiliar. It's not hard. It's just unfamiliar. So listen. And I know there's a lot of you that continue to listen, and you're thinking, hey, listen, I'm an accredited investor. I've got these issues, and I keep paying way too much to Uncle Sam. And maybe this feels unfamiliar to you. If you want to set an objective, which is to work to start to keep more of your active income, there is some information that you can also gain, but then you take that information and you put it into action. If you go to firstgencp.com/going long, you will be able to find out more information about that. Love to talk to you. Once again, firstgencp.com/going long. And while you're working on going from hard to recognizing that it's unfamiliar and then taking the steps to break that all down, I'll be here preparing for the very next solo episode. And so until then, go out and make it a great day. And thank you very much. Trust that you enjoyed today's conversation. And once again, today's conversation was sponsored by First Generation Capital Partners. If you're an accredited investor and want to find out more about how we're helping accredited investors to gain their personal freedom even faster, go to firstgencp.com/going long.